Welcome and good morning, and back to Mike Ferry TV. It's the week of October 19th. For a lot of you, thank you for attending the Superstar Retreat last week down in Hollywood, Florida. What a great group. Thank you for being there, and if you weren't there, I'm glad you're at least participating in this method of learning. Keep learning, keep earning. They go together all the time. I want to mention something to you. I've had a number of people over the last probably 8 to 10 months saying they want to say thank you for the information, which I appreciate, but they also say thank you for not making this Mike Ferry TV a complete commercial. You know, we kid about the fact that if you're watching TV today and you see a 30-minute little weekly event of some type that you watch on TV, probably 10 to 12 minutes are commercials. We don't do that. We have no plans for that. That's not something that we are attempting to do. I will occasionally mention to you, sign up for a Superstar Retreat. That's the commercial. Over the last couple of weeks, we've talked a lot with our clients about the word mindset. Why? Well, as we go into the fourth quarter of this year, I believe that mindset and skills become the two most important issues. Now, if we take mindset, skills, activities, and action, all four of those words are imperative, critical, and absolutely will make or break your fourth quarter. Mindset, of course, is one of the most important. Mindset, what is going on in here at a given moment about somebody you meet, somebody you talk to, a conversation you have, or something you see or experience. What is your response? What is your reaction? That's called a mindset. And we all respond in different ways. It's generally positive or negative. Sometimes it's neutral, not often. But you see, in the real estate business, the mindset controls so much of what takes place. Why? Because you see, as we operate our day, we see a home, we see a for sale by owner sign, we see a lead card, we have a transaction we're trying to attempt to get put together and or closed, we have a listing we've taken, working on a price reduction, we have calls coming in on our signs, our ads, we have agents calling regarding showing properties. These are all activities we're involved in, and so often those activities are not as positive as we'd like them to be. So what we have to look at all the time is how do we maintain a more positive mindset than negative? In the fourth quarter, here we are now halfway through October. We know that if you've had a great year, and I hope you have, it's easy to go into the mindset as I'm going to kind of pull back a little bit and not push so strong. I've had a great year, done well. Now wait a minute, okay? I said this to our coaching clients a couple of weeks ago. We're not bears, B-E-A-R-S. We don't hibernate for 3 months and expect to come back in January. We're professional salespeople. Our mindset has to be, no matter what kind of a great year we've had, we still have 2.5 months left to produce at a high level, to do something strong, do something productive, to do something good with our business. And worst case scenario, to set up the best first quarter we've ever had in our life in 2016. How do we set up a good first quarter? By having a great fourth quarter. We're not in an 8-month-a-year business. We're not in a business where we get to work now and then. We're full-time professional real estate salespeople. That requires a certain mindset and certain activities. But the other side of that same thing is some of you will say to yourself, I've had the worst year of my life, Mike. Give me a break. Let me just kind of ease off and then I'll start over in January. Do you realize if you take that approach, January, February will be your worst months of your life? Because you haven't set up the circumstances of working. Remember, it's a 90-day cycle. Everything is a 90-day cycle. And if you cycle out for 90 days in October, November, December, how long does it take to get back on the bicycle and get it back up to speed in January, February, March? It might be February, March before you do your first deal. Well, now watch this. You missed January and February, and you take October, November, December off. You're working 7 months. We've got to get the mindset that we are full-time professional salespeople. Now, I want to throw a couple thoughts at you to help you with your mindset. I wrote down first, if you want to develop a strong mindset, you have to be totally honest with yourself in relationship to your skills so you can develop the mental strength to win every single day. You should have the right and the skill set and the mindset to win, W-I-N, every day at something. Because, see, it's the accumulation of all the wins that create the mindset to build a long-term successful business. How do you build a long-term successful business? Strong mindset, strong skills. Are your skills as strong as they need to be to finish the fourth quarter really well? And if they aren't, what are you doing about that? Okay, watch. Maybe you're going to cut back by 10% in the fourth quarter. You're going to ease off a little bit off the gas pedal. Why not spend that extra time then developing your skills? Which skills need development? So you can really hit it hard in the last month of this year and in the first quarter of next year. I wrote down this thought. The ego not only ruins your business, but ruins your mindset because it keeps you from doing those things you're supposed to do. I've said this for years and years. The biggest expense in real estate for an agent is their ego, because their ego keeps them from learning, from growing, from trying the things that are required to build a large business. Is your ego getting in the way? Have you ever noticed when you're flouting around how good you are, how nobody wants to hang around and listen to you? Because see, ego drives people away and good skills and mindset draw people in. So if I want to have a strong mindset, I've got to get the ego out of the way. But I also believe if you're going to have a strong mindset in the fourth quarter, you've got to eliminate that option called failure. The option called failure is always there. It's always there. I mean, we could fail 100 times a day. But the failure is not the fact that somebody says no. The failure is giving up and stopping because somebody said no. We have to eliminate that option. We're going to get told no. We're going to be rejected. We know that as part of our business, part of our life. Or as you've heard me say for years, we get rejected by our friends, our family, our associates. So why shouldn't the public have the right to reject us also? We don't take it personally when our family rejects us. We take it personally when people we don't know rejects us. It makes no sense. But we can't allow the rejection to create a moment of failure where we give up, we stop, we quit, because that is the wrong mindset for moving forward. We also have to remember that negative thinking, unfortunately, because there is so much of it around us all the time, is a lot more prominent and therefore more powerful than positive thinking. If you have 100 negative experiences a day, which is not uncommon, whether it be not getting your car to start as fast as you want, or being caught at a red light, or being upset because somebody cut in front of you, to calling a lead that has already listed with somebody else, we probably have 100 negative experiences a day and 2 or 3 positive ones. Well, the mindset is only going to be made up from the strength of the positive and the negative. So therefore, we have to find a way to keep pouring more positive thoughts into our head. I tell people all the time, read more books, which you have to do. Go to more seminars, preferably with the Mike Ferry organization. Listen to the CDs, watch Mike Ferry TV, get involved in the coaching. Say, do all those things which keeps pumping good stuff in, which pushes the negative stuff out, so we can make every day a better day, because negative thinking is powerful. It's all around us all the time. And then, of course, I wrote down what I thought is probably one of the more interesting thoughts for us to look at in terms of mindset. We have to make some tough decisions if we're going to have a strong mindset. And one of the tough decisions is, what types of activities are we going to be involved in? Now, if you say to me, well, I work mostly with buyers, is that really the right decision to become a top producer? I don't think so. Well, Mike, I buy all my leads off the internet. Is that really a good decision? Now, think about this. You're spending X number of dollars a month to buy leads off the internet. Are those buyer leads or seller leads? Oh, that's right, buyer leads. And do those people know who you are? Of course not, because they've just gone to the internet and clicked on and registered their name, and then that name is sold back to you. So how do you reach those people? Send them an email, which they won't read, they don't open up. Call them on the phone, and they say no, they reject you. So now, think about this. You're paying to be rejected when you could get rejected for free by just doing the things we teach. It's interesting, isn't it? At some point, we've got to move away from some of the things that are traditional today, like buying leads off the internet, or showing property to buyers, or building a team full of people that never do anything. They're just as bad as geographic farming and holding open house. Why not spend some time learning the scripts that cause a person to be confident to go out and sell their home? You can take listings if you know what to say. You'll stop at a for sale by owner if you know what to say. You'll call your leads if you know what to say. You'll call your past client centers of influence if you know what to say. So even though people say Mike Ferry's too traditional, he wants us to talk to people. Well, that's our business. It's a lot better than buying a lead off the internet. So I wrote down one more thought. If we want to strengthen our mindset and make it powerful and strong, we have to at some point remove the drama that goes on in real estate. The drama is there all the time. There's always going to be drama. I mean, when there's no drama, we don't have a life. When there's no drama, in most of our cases, our life is very flat. But that very drama is what keeps us percolating, it keeps us excited, keeps the emotions running high, and costs us money. Why? Because logically speaking, we have to do certain things, and the drama keeps us from doing those things every single day. Drama is part of life, but it ruins our emotions and costs us money. The sooner we eliminate drama as a mindset issue, the faster we can get involved in the conversations that lead to production. I believe, here we are, October 19th, I believe that this week we can make a dramatic change in our mindset by simply thinking about those things we have to do to be successful. We're here to help you succeed. I'm glad you're watching. Our viewership is rising every week. It's the highest it's ever been. We're thanking you for that. But now I want to say thank you for using the ideas instead of just watching. See you next week.